In this video, I'm going to do a quick demo of how my taco truck lab works. So for this lab, you're going to be creating the code for taco.java, which will represent a taco object. And then using our driver, you will go ahead and facilitate an order. Your commands do not have to be exactly like mine. This is just a guide to help you see what the expectation is. So first of all, when the program loads, I am welcomed to my taco truck, whatever you want to call it. And then I'm asked how many tacos do I want to order. So let's say I want to order 4 tacos. Then it's going to ask me what kind of filling I want. Here you can pick any fillings you'd like to have as long as you have at least some meat and some vegetarian options. You can have any combination of the following. For me, since I only have 3 options, I'm instructing the user to enter a 1, 2, or 3. Now, let's say they did not follow directions and they entered a 6. In this case, it's going to prompt them to enter a 1, 2, or 3. And I can do this all day long until I put in correct data. Next, I'm going to ask the user about different toppings they want. So the toppings that I put in here were cheese, sour cream, and guacamole. If you want to add to those, that is fine, be my guest. Or if you want to, change them up a little bit, maybe offer pico or fresh salsa or something else, that's fine as well. But let's keep the pricing the same with each topping being 50 cents. So in terms of answer, I can enter either a capital Y or a lowercase y, and it works okay. If I enter a bad value, again, instead of a Y or an N, it will prompt me to enter something else, and it will keep prompting me until I do. And lastly, I'm going to be prompted for what kind of shell I want, and we'll go with a soft shell today. And then after I've entered all my data, I then have the receipt displayed for my taco order. So we can see what kind of shell I use. I have a soft shell vegetarian taco. Any toppings that I purchased are going to be listed here. I'm going to be told the total cost per taco and then the total cost of my order because I had 4 of those tacos. All right, now I'm going to rerun it this time, but this time I'm going to modify my code so that Taco Tuesday magically appears. So hold on just a minute. I'm back. All right, so I just fudged the system and made it so that it's Tuesday. Woo woo! Everybody gets 25% off all tacos. Now we want to make sure that this message gets posted before we even take their order because maybe they don't know that we offer a Taco Tuesday deal, or maybe they forgot it was Tuesday, who knows. But regardless, we want to let them know that, hey, today is the day that you get 25% off. So now that I know I get 25% off, I'm going to go crazy wild here and order 7 tacos. And we'll go with beef this time. And let's just say I don't want any toppings. I'm going to say no, no, no. And we'll go with a hard shell. And then I'm going to see my receipt. Now on my receipt, again, I'm reminded that I get 25% off my whole order. I have my hard shell beef taco. I have my cost per taco, total cost of the order, the amount that I saved, and then my discounted total. Notice that it doesn't say anything about the toppings. There kind of is this space here, which if you don't like that, you can play around with it, but it does not mention anything about toppings because I didn't have any toppings. Whereas up here, oh shoot, I can't show you, it's already gone. You can rewind the video. In the other one, it showed the different toppings that I had requested. All right, so the last thing that I want to show you is what the driver looks like. So this here is our driver program, and this will be provided for everybody. Essentially what I want you to see here is that you're going to have some kind of welcome line. In my case, it's going to say, welcome to Dennis Taco Truck. If you want to add an extra line that says that this is, the amazing franchise hosted by Nate or something, you go right ahead. However, this will be the driver that we're going to be working off of. I want you to notice that right off the bat, I'm making a new taco. So this right here is my object that everything is going to be built off of. Then this object calls a method take order. Now we talked a lot in this chapter about breaking up methods. Well, take order is the method that me, the customer, uses. I say that I want to have you take my order. But behind the scenes, the taco class is going to execute other methods to make this happen. So we want to take order and break that up into helper methods. So make sure when you're writing your taco class code that you don't just have one massive method called take order. That is a big no-no. And then after you've finished taking the order, then we are going to print that taco order. So if we were to compare this driver method with my output to kind of show you what goes with what, let me just kind of show you where everything is connected. So let's say I were to run the program again. Right here, this welcome to Deno's taco truck. That was this first part, this print line. Then I made the new taco. Then I said taco or my taco.take order. And as soon as I said take order, that's what started this right here. So within that method, that's where I decide if it's Taco Tuesday, and that's when I start doing all that other stuff. So let's say I go through this spiel real quick, and I want it all, load them up. All right, so now we'll see that I have my soft shell, my Taco Tuesday special, all my toppings, my discount, and so on. So when I get to the point where I've finished taking my order, that method essentially concludes right here at the end of what kind of shell I want. That's when I've finished taking my order. And then when I say print my taco order, that's when I go through all of the math involved to calculate these costs and then to print and display this bill. So what I really want you to understand here is that the user sees very little. The main method is essentially saying, I want to make a taco order, please take my order, please print my order. Behind the scenes, the taco class is going to take care of all the details, and that is what you will be taking care of. I finished demoing my program. I'm just going to walk through this lab in case anybody's absent the day that I explain it in class. So essentially, we're writing a program for a taco truck, and this program is going to be used by the person at the register to prompt them for all of the questions they have to ask them for taking the taco order, customize it, and then tell the user how much they owe. If we are successful with this lab, we might use it later in a follow-up lab. As mentioned earlier in the video, your program has to work with our driver program, so the only code that you will be turning into me is your taco.java class. And your taco class has to do the following. Now, I intentionally kept this description vague to allow you the flexibility and freedom to design it however you like. So you want to create private variables, as many as you need. Call them whatever you want. Just make sure that they're specific for the quantity of tacos, what kind of fillings they have, toppings, shell type, and so forth. You'll definitely use a variety of ints, strings, and booleans. And make sure that your booleans are well named, such as wants cheese, so that way if it's true or false, you know what that means. Throughout your methods, this is very important. If the user enters input values that are incorrect, you should reprompt them when they put in bad input. And you should reprompt them over and over until they put in proper input. Now, what I mean by that is if you're expecting a number, when I test this, I'm going to test it with other numbers. I'm not going to throw in a string because that would cause an exception that we don't know how to deal with just yet. Your helper methods are going to be used to break up those bigger methods. So I want to see you taking that large concept of take an order and break it up into smaller helper methods so that your code is almost read like bullet points. We want to make sure that we are letting the customer know that if it's Tuesday, they get a 25% off discount. And I told you in here that there is a 15% chance that it is Tuesday. So that's just kind of a rounded decimal for 1/7. In terms of your taco prices, you can customize the meat and toppings as much as you like, but just please stick with the same pricing where any meat is $2, any veggie taco is $1.50, and any topping that you might add is 50 cents each. And then we're just going to create a method that will print the taco and so forth. And here on this next page, I just gave you a couple before and after screenshots to show you how it would look with this type of order would match with this kind of bill. To give you a little bit of an idea of how it would look in each scenario. All right, so happy coding, and let's talk about it when I get back.